Aloha, I'm Paul Norman. I'm the executive director of Neighborhood Place of Puna. Neighborhood Place of Puna is a nonprofit on the Big Island of Hawaii that helps families and children by ensuring that they have the resources and skills they need to be successful as families and to ensure that their children grow up in a safe, nurturing home environment. So it's December 2020. COVID-19 is still in place, so I'm at home making this recording, and I just wanted to share a short Christmas message, short holiday message. So, like many people in the United States, I grew up with the Christmas story, the story of Jesus's birth, and one of the things that strikes me is how, in many ways, the story of the birth of Jesus, or the travails of the family, Mary and Joseph, leading up to the birth of Jesus, really reflect, are really similar to a lot of the stories of the homeless families that we encounter in our shelter. So, Joseph and Mary are young, first child. Um, Joseph's great, a nice person, a good person. He's got a skill, he's employed, he's not rich, but he can pay the bills. And then because of things outside of their control, they're forced to move, at least temporarily. So they have to leave their home, he has to leave his work, and they have to return to Bethlehem. And we see this a lot. Families being forced by circumstances out of their control to leave a good situation or leave a stable situation. So anyway, so they arrive in Bethlehem, and for whatever reason, they can't find a place to stay. There's either nothing for rent, or everything's full, or who knows? And finally, someone, maybe a family member or neighbor, who knows, offers some shelter, basically in the farm or the stable or wherever they keep animals. And again, very typical. We encounter a lot of families who, other family, their neighbors, the people in the community are trying to help them as best they can. And then, Mary is pregnant and she gives birth, among the animals, and, in this, and I think it's in Luke, they say that basically the child is laid to rest in a manger or a trough. Again, Mary and Joseph just doing the best they can to take care of this brand new child. And so she's given birth out there among the animals, and she has basically strangers for company, right? Some shepherds who are, they're struggling as well. Depending on if what story you listen to, maybe some more wealthy benefactors come and give them some resources. But basically, they've given birth to their new child. Their new child has entered the world in a less than ideal situation. I mean, they'd rather be home at their home, but they're not. And we see this at our shelter. We've had so many young families give birth. Did they want to give birth at an emergency shelter? No. But that's where they're at. They're trying to make it happen. And then again, because of circumstances beyond their control, they're forced to, leave the stable where they are, or leave the family, or whoever they're staying, and actually become refugees, flee the country. Again, making hard choices. And I feel sure that, there was some shame and embarrassment on the behalf of Joseph and Mary, that they were having to rely on other people's generosity, or they were having to, be refugees. And this is so typical. Most families that we encounter, most homeless families that we encounter, want to do the right thing, can do the right thing, but the circumstances around them have made it very hard to do that. And so, you know, during this holiday season, you know, it's wonderful, even during COVID-19, wonderful holiday season. The thing I really want to ask you is, you know, how are you willing to help make sure that a family's life is a little bit easier, that they're safe and sheltered and have the things that they need to be successful? I mean, that's what we are all about in Neighborhood Place of Puna. We exist to make sure families have the resources and skills they need to be successful. That means housed, be able to feed the children, be able to raise them appropriately, clothe them appropriately, connect them with school, all of that. That's what we're about. We can't do it alone. It depends on you, it depends on the community. Um, so I would ask you in this holiday season to consider making a donation to Neighborhood Place of Puna and to our families to help our families. Or maybe if you don't live in our community or there's another organization that you're fond of, support them. Support families, right? Together, we can end family homelessness. Matter of fact, together we should end family homelessness. There really is no reason a child needs to experience homelessness. So please visit neighborhoodplaceofpuna.org for more information. You can if you like this video, please like it, and please subscribe to our channel. Aloha, and have a wonderful Christmas season.